Hi everyone, this is the Global Owners and we're live at Responsible Leaders Concept Hall at Lagos, Nigeria for the gathering of great leaders to discuss suicide, poverty and injustice. And today promises to be great because we are having a lot of speakers and dignitaries all over the world to deliberate on the solution to this mentioned problem. So if you are not here, you are the wrong place. And stay tuned with me as I will bring in
Getting
to the
maximum
panel
percentage.
lots of our dignitaries. Ciao, ciao.
All right, my name is Great Joshua Aluko. I am the global president of the Great People Foundation, and I'm really excited. Today, 1st of October, is going to be a remarkable day. It is a remarkable day. We are looking for the first time, we are looking into different issues that cut across the nation of the world, like suicide, like poverty, like injustice. Why is there so much increase in suicide in the past 1 decade? Why is poverty, the rate of poverty still so high? What is the issue? What can we do about it? Or is it even actually not as high as we think? Today, we get to find out. And we have amazing speakers that are going to be taking us through experiential knowledge in all these places. So, I need you to sit back, relax, be attentive, open-hearted, and you will be transformed. Thank you.
My name is Austin Emmanuel. I work for the U.S. Consulate in Lagos. Yeah, I think it's appropriate at this time because all of the issues that are going to be discussed, uh, the issues that are presently bedeviling Nigeria and the world, I dare say, issues of suicide, issues of injustice, issues of poverty. These are issues that are really bothering a whole lot of people at this time. So I think that the topics are very germane at this time. They are very opposite of the time that we are in. Well, I have been asked to speak about this project, all of these issues. What is wrong with them is there's basically lack of humanity amongst most people, and especially the leaders. Many people don't care about their fellow humans, so they don't pay attention to the issues that are bothering most people. And so that has made the world to become a world that is totally wounded and needs a whole lot of healing. People need to do their brothers keeper. People need to watch out for each other. People need to be there for each other. People need to think, what can they do to help the other person become, who they are supposed to be? There's so much mental health issues. There's so much poverty because the leaders have refused to do what they're supposed to do. So it's actually the fault of each and every one of us. We need to, begin to think of what we can do to really heal the world. So everybody, all hands to be on deck. Everybody to get involved and begin to find a way to make everybody feel happy, make everybody feel, wanted in the society, make everybody, to have a sense of belonging. All I can say to them is kudos to them for putting together this kind of conference, because the topics, like I said earlier, is very timely. It is very opposite at this point in time. So I give them, a good deal of thanks for putting it together so that we can discuss it and come up with ways and means by which we can begin to make our society a better place to live in.
My name is Victoria. I'm the senior special assistant to the governor of Lagos on transportation. GPF has been doing a great work, and that's why we are passionate to give them the necessary support in order to take people back to school and to make sure that we empower people get a skill, get educated, get a skill, and I assure you within a short time, you will fly. My word of advice for GPF International is that they should keep on doing what they are doing. They are doing the best, and we love what they are doing. Taking people, taking people, you understand, back to school, making sure that they graduate, they empower educationally. These are the things that our society must empower. We must encourage ourselves to empower the youth. What they are doing a great work, and I believe those lives that have been impacted, they will never forget them. And I hope they also will replicate this to others that are less privileged. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Meenakshi. Yes, see, these things are a very current problem in not in Africa only, but I think it's mental health, suicides, and everything is a problem worldwide today, especially after COVID. If we see the take up the facts and we see the figures, we find out that more people who died with COVID, more than that, then people died out of suicides. So why so many suicides are happening around us? It's the lack of education about handling one's own negative emotions. Sometimes we think that, okay, somebody is committing suicide because they are not getting proper education, or they are not getting proper resources, or they are poor. But if you see, even very, very popular, affluent, rich people who have all the resources and sources to lead their life also sometimes commit suicide, which means suicide is not associated with one problem alone. Suicide is related to our own emotions, our own state of mind. So here the Art of Living organization provide a solution with the help of our breath, because our breath is so much connected, very deeply connected with the state of our mind, because different emotions affect our breathing pattern. So Art of Living provides us with the solution of breathing exercises. Through these breathing exercises, which are very, very powerful and intense in nature, they have the ability to reverse these negative emotions and turn them into positive by using breath as a tool. Yeah, for these factors, the reasons are, as everybody knows, the disturbance in the society. But if I talk about Nigeria, so I think the main reason for this currently is the unstable economy. So that is leading people into stress, because every day everything is not stable, like everything is fluctuating each day. So that, I think, is the main reason. Yeah, my recommendation is that have patience, and we should wait for some time, because time is a great healer, and take your refuge in your faith, and take refuge in your other alternate things that helps you to be better, to improve your health, physical health and mental health. Sometimes we are not able to cope up with our mental health. I feel that is the time when we should exercise more, move more, do more physical activities, so that we have at least a good physical health. GPF, I am so impressed with Mr. Great Joshua. I met him, and since we met, I was like, I appreciate his work, whatever he has been doing, and he has taken his work to next level, and he has been projecting all his work very nicely. It's very impressive, and we would love to join hands with him and help the society as much as possible for us.
Okay, my name is Dr. Ifeoma Kwesi. I am a conventional medical doctor. Today I practice both mindset and the integrated lifestyle. Suicide, poverty, and injustice, they are just disempowering mindsets. That's what I call it. And if we want to look at it from the foundational problem in the society, we need to teach people how to think right, how to make empowering choices, and of course, again, poverty. The leadership has to come to the rescue there because a lot of people, some of them don't have employment, some of them can't even feed their families. And when a man can't feed his family, he begins to think about what can he do to do something bad like that, like suicide. And of course, this society, there's a bit of injustice because I think the law is mostly in favor of the rich. If a poor man steals or does something, he's put in prison. But if a rich man, woman steals, we sometimes just make a simple thing has happened. So I think that the society needs to be reprogrammed in terms of improving the quality of the society and even the quality of the leadership. And it starts from our educational curriculum. We need to move away from just focusing on formal certifications to more common sense and wisdom. Mindset management is very critical so that we can get a better society and get people thinking right and working hard to make their money. But leadership is very critical here. Capable and competent leadership. Joshua Luka is a young man I met recently through a member of my Women Alliance for Growth, and I find him very, very God-centered. His energy and his passion and optimism is unparalleled. In fact, I think he's the role model for a lot of young people that are struggling through their lives.
Okay, my name is Shego Aliko, one of the speakers at the event today. The topic is very apt, it's spot on, and I think there cannot be better time to have for the topic than now. I think the economic realities of the country, the challenges we are facing, global issues generally, and I think this topic will help the youth to position and organize themselves and be better people. Well, my first opinion will be that the kids should believe in themselves, go after their dreams, but do it carefully, because the terrain is rough. But whenever I think, kudos, good job, keep it up. Every year they do great stuff and I appreciate it. I'm very proud to be associated with them.
Yeah, my name is Florence Patrick. I am the chairman of the Foundation. So we are here to witness the celebration, and I'm so glad the foundation is really part of it. The topic today is suicide and to eradicate poverty in the society and injustice, yeah, which is not good. If it's possible for them to eradicate it, we'll be so glad about it. Oh, my special recommendation is how the government can come in and help about, most especially the eradication of the poverty. If there is any way we can come in, because I believe that is doing most of the job in the foundations. If the government can come in and help how they can do it. Then, in the sense of suicide, I believe now we need to speak out when we have instead of going or thinking of committing suicide. It's for you to speak out and seek for help. I believe that is where the foundations are. Well, I give credit to them. Last year, I think our foundation is we are partaking of it. Last year, I didn't make it to come around because I'm in Nigeria. But this year, I'm so glad we make it to come around. We are doing a good job. I pray continue and kudos to them.
My name is Okezoshi. I'm an actor and I'm here at this event to discuss the issues of suicide, injustice, and poverty. It's unfortunate. They are really unfortunate situations that we find ourselves as a people. And not just in Nigeria, suicide, poverty, injustice is right all over the world, the way things are today, everywhere in the world, which is what makes this event so important, because conversations like this, or like these, are what lead to potential solutions, both small scale and large scale, tackling these issues? A couple of factors. Policy, government policy being very right there, right at the top of the list. There's also background. There's also location. A number of things. A number of things. Background in that a lot of times children are born into situations where they, well, into families where there is no help, no support of any kind, and certain cultures also perpetrate or promote these kind of issues. Well, part of what we're talking about, of course, is suicide. Certain cultures, cultures that are steeped in silence. They don't want to talk about these issues. They don't want to talk about these problems. So it's not the one thing that I can say, well, this is the reason. There are a number of issues. Culture, location, family, policy, government policy. A number of things that lead to these issues. I think we should start from the top because, like the old saying goes, the fish rots from the head. I think that if we start with from government policy all the way down to family, having these conversations, talking about these issues, dealing with these problems, I think that once we start that, we are on the right path. And then also government policy, stronger solutions to these problems, stronger legislation that deals strongly with violence of any kind, both sexual, physical, whatever it is, which of course is what leads to suicide a lot of times. Legislation that deals with bullying, which is part of the root causes or root cause, which is a root cause of suicide. Legislation that deal with poverty, upliftment, empowerment, that kind of stuff. We can do more. We can do more, both as government and as like people and NGOs like GPF here. So these are my solutions. They have done excellent work in all spheres, particularly when it comes to youth empowerment. They've done really well, and first of all, I like to applaud them. It is not easy, particularly in this economy. It's not easy at all, but somehow they managed to make it work. Year in, year out. Saluko is an old friend of mine, someone I've known for many years, and I'm really proud of the work they're doing, and I wish them all the best moving forward. Okay, I'm Samuel Latinola. I think it's a very timely topic. The issue of suicide and justice is very, very important to our society, especially considering the stress that is associated with living in Nigeria today. And there being a rise in cases of suicide, and there can be enough advocacy for people who are vulnerable, the most vulnerable people in our society. And I think that there is a connection between advocacy for suicide and justice, because we know that suicide is also criminalized in Nigeria, and some efforts have been made to actually work towards decriminalizing suicide, so that people who are vulnerable can openly and freely reach out for relevant help that they need. Yeah. There are a lot of causes or risk factors rather for suicide. Of course, the first most important risk factor is mental health, the person's mental health. So people who are struggling with depression, people who are struggling with difficult relationship, people with trauma background, people who have setbacks in their lives, either relationship or occupation, are also likely to experience suicidal ideation, suicidal attempts, and that's why the role of the mental health professionals, the role of leaders, and the role of role models in society are very, very critical, and the kind of message that we project as a society, because when people realize that their lives are valued, and that they are important in the societal structure, they begin to feel a sense of connection. Because society is when you feel like there's nothing to live for a day. You rather die than continue to live. So then they reinforce people's sense of connection, either to their community or to the society at large. It also helps to stimulate that impulse to want to end their life. In support of every effort that is being made, both at the macro and the micro level, to address the
the epidemic, the minor epidemic that is suicide. And as much as possible, we should also sensitize people to the normality of the instinct to want to end your life when you feel like things are not going well for you. In most cases, suicide is a cry for help anyway. And when we pay attention to the message behind suicide rather than the suicide attempt itself, then we begin to get across to people who are most in need, of intervention. And it's also important that we elevate the relevant stakeholders who are capable of actually dealing with this issue. And I'm talking in particular about mental health professionals. I'm talking about policy, uh, policy institutes, government agencies that are charged with the responsibility of maintaining national health, coming up with good policy that would allocate sufficient resources to those or to the community that are most in need of those resources. Because mental health is like the foundation of every other kind of living that we're going to do. So whether we're going to prosper as a society depends on the level of vibrancy of our mental health. Thank you. I am a personal friend of the convener of this conference, and I want to say that I respect him a lot, and he's doing a wonderful job. He has been doing this long before now, and the fact that we are here today organizing this program is a testament to his perseverance, his creativity, and his passion for what he does. So, and I can only wish him and the organization more strides as they aspire to even greater heights. Thank you. My name is Abubakar Abdulbasit Olalekon. I'm the Global President of Osun State University Alumni Association. Yes, it is a very interesting and timely topic. It's a topic that teaches people that no matter what one is going through in life, suicide is not an option. Like they say, at the end of the tunnel, there is always light. So one should not give up. One should never feel like it has ended or there is no hope anywhere. One should always be optimistic. Keep driving till you reach your goal. My recommendation first and foremost would be that this kind of program is needed. It is a program that has to be replicated, that has to be taken beyond the shores of Lagos to all other parts of Nigeria, because it's a program that gives hope, that tells people how they should think, how they should see themselves, and how they should, think whenever they are going through anything in life. So my recommendation to anyone is that suicide is never an option, no matter what you are going through. There is always hope. I want to tell the organizer of this program that they are doing an amazing job, and they should never stop. They should keep doing what they are doing. The world is watching, and posterity shall judge them right.
Okay, my name is good afternoon, everyone. My name is Josiah Bindi. The truth is, there's so much going on, and right now, the best that can help any topic or any issues around the world right now is a heart of selflessness and a heart of empathy. Being able to understand that will help us go far and help heal a lot of hearts around, basically. Well, the truth is, a lot of people feel very alone. They feel like they are going through what they are going through alone, and they feel like there is lack of support around. And for me, when people begin to see that there is hope and there are people really there, a support system can help overcome such. It just help people. Always make sure you have a good support system and a good tribe to work with. So GPF is doing an amazing job. It's a privilege being part of this program as a whole. So much the lives that are being changed, impact that is being made, and I'm saying kudos, keep it up, prosper. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Olufumi Olaoshun, and I'm the founder of My Leaps Initiative, one of the organizations, one of the NGOs participating into this conference. I think it's a very timely topic, suicide, poverty, and of course justice, because we are living in very precarious times. I mean, with the whole economic situation that people are feeling, some are losing their jobs, some are unable to keep up with the bills and all that, and it's particularly affecting families across board, even young people. So I think us coming today to discuss this very important topic, because I feel like this is something that is not talked about enough. You know, you expect people to just survive, but sometimes some people do give up. So it's very, very timely for us to come together, discuss on this, and more importantly, come up with solutions that we can actually use to help others. Well, when it comes to suicide, there are different factors. And of course, we talk about depression and all of that. And I referenced the economic situation that is currently happening. There are a lot of factors that can contribute to that. And of course, when someone is not able to take care of basic necessities, it can lead to frustrations. And not everybody is able to manage that frustration. Recently we commemorated the World Mental Health Day, and we're talking about people protecting their mental health. So this conversation is so critical at this time, because we need to find solutions. More importantly, just like what you've said, we need to pinpoint the key areas, and even begin to see how we can hold government accountable to say these are your people and you need to take care of them. My recommendation, probably to anybody who's watching this, you see, they say tough times don't last, but tough people do. So no matter the situation, there's always a way out of it. And rather than, saying you want to end up taking your life or whatever, we always tell people that it is better to keep moving, because where there is life, there is always a way. Yes, we say it all the time, but that's the truth. And of course, recommendations to the government, it is so important at this time to listen to the cries of the people. The voices are getting louder and louder every day, and urgent solutions need to be taken to bring about change. And to NGOs, I mean, we're there to support the government, we're there to support our people. We can only keep doing what we want to do, but we must begin to think about targeted solutions to meet these critical problems at this time. Oh, to GBF and of course the founder. Well, I must applaud them for a very laudable initiative. Just Mr. Joshua, great Joshua, is someone who is very passionate about people, and we see this play out again and again. And what I want to encourage is, beyond just meeting today, whatever discussions we make here, we need to act on them so that we can actually bring about sustainable change.
Hi, my name is Jide Awobono. I'm a creative entrepreneur, and I'm here today to support the GPF Foundation. Well, the topic we're treating today, if I'm not mistaken, we're treating suicide, poverty, and then the third one, injustice. So two of it we can control, and one you can't really control it. Talking about suicide, I think this is something you have to do for yourself. And my advice is, no matter the situation you're going through, I really do not think anyone should commit suicide. There is always hope regardless of what you're going through. And suicide is never an option to whatever circumstances or situation you're going through in life. And injustice, well, this we really need to look into, because there's a lot of injustice going on in the society today. So we should learn to respect humanity and try as much as possible to let us be justice in whatever we're dealing in. And talking about poverty, in some situations, people are not the cause of their poverty. The society, the government, and stuff to have a lot of role to play when we're talking about poverty. So please, as an individual, ensure you do everything to empower yourself, to be able to put food on your table, to be able to afford every necessity of life. And before you can actually blame the society or the government, at least you would know that you've tried enough. So the government should try and make the country habitable for humanity. Like now we're talking about the hiking prices of everything, petroleum and stuff. Even if you're comfortable, well-to-do, rich and all that, these in no time can make you wretched and can make your account red in no time. Thank you. With the suicide, poverty, injury is a very broad topic. It's not something we can tell in a few seconds, you understand? So you can't really attribute anything to the fact. A lot of things can actually lead to poverty. A lot of things can actually lead to suicide. A lot of things can actually lead to injustice. Talking about injustice is actually believing that one person is bigger than the other person. You understand? Not treating people equally. And talking about suicide, people go through situations. People have down times and stuff. So you need to just remember that after there is hope, and there is light at the end of every tunnel, you understand? So don't lose hope. Whatever you're going through, just be calm and be hopeful. Then for poverty, like I said earlier, as an human, do everything in your power and your capacity to make sure that, yes, you don't fall in that category, then you can now reach out to the government to make the country and community habitable for people. It's a very broad topic we're talking about right here, and a lot of factors can actually contribute to it. Yeah. Best recommendation to solve this is just believe that we are all humans and we're bound to go through one or two challenges in life. Talking about suicide again, as humans, do not ever think of suicide. You understand? It's never an option to anything. For poverty, do everything in your capability, in your capacity to empower yourself and be ready for the future that is unknown. For injustice, everyone in power, everyone in position of making justice should just know that yes, we all are humans and we deserve equality. Thank you. I want to say congratulations to the founder of GPF, Joshua. I want to congratulate him once again. And this is a great cause, and I'm only praying for him today that God will continue to strengthen him and bless him with all the resources needed to keep this dream going. Thank you.
My name is Dr. Michael Egbekoya. Yeah, actually, I'm here to support my brother to promote and also fight against any form of injustice in either gender or any organization we find ourselves. I wouldn't say one specifically. I would just say there are a lot of factors that one needs to consider. And through it all, regardless of whatever individual personality we have, I think we just have to fight against any form of injustice. We all as an individual, we should consider humanity first. Humanity over any other factors. So thank you. You're doing a great job, brother, and I'm here to support you. I'm rooting for you.
My name is Conrad Debonair, and I'm glad to be here and in this special celebration of GPF with the topic poverty, suicide and injustice. Thank you. It's actually very important, more so considering the environment we are in. At this time, Nigeria is going through a phase. Finally, poverty. There are lots of challenges facing us in the economy. For injustice, a lot of people have lost trust in our structures, in our court systems, and they don't believe that they will get the right attention, that they get justice for all their claims and grievances. And with regards to suicide, it's one area that is grossly underreported. A lot of people are going through that phase, some are going through the pressures, contemplating suicide, and some of them have gone to the extent of taking their lives. I believe that this is a forum where we'll be able to encourage youth and address a number of these issues surrounding us and bring hope, expectation, and change in the systems that we find ourselves. So my recommendation is I would say you sit and listen. As every speaker today will speak, you receive a nugget. Sometimes all you need is a little nugget, a little lifeline, and you receive on the deeper understanding, and you realize that you can make it. When you hear the stories of other people who have gone through the same challenges that you have gone through, you realize that you have really no reason to fear. And besides, I believe that God has created everyone for a purpose, and the reason for living should be to achieve that purpose. That's what we're here for. To lead you a step closer, to see and get to understand that purpose. Thank you very much. GPF is wonderful. They are running with such speed and with grace. I am thankful to God that they are in a place as this and functioning at this time like this. I want to encourage them that they should keep moving forward and keep improving, and as much as we can, we always be there to support them. Thank you.
It's a very good topic. It's topical because we see a lot of young people having issues, and we don't know why it's happening right now. So the topic is just coming at the right time to address the issues that is becoming rampant in Nigeria, which didn't used to be like that. Nigerians are known to be very resilient. Somehow, look like falling Maybe you are breaking down emotionally, you don't need, so I think you need that. I think because I want to show, I think it's that the family, something is happening in the family that is affecting the psyche of the children, making them think they fail when they haven't. So good event, very good event. GPF are meant to keep very good topics that affect the lifestyle and the story of our lives coming every time. So I think it makes sense. GPF is raising the bar. So it makes sense. So I think the program and contribute to making sure that the youths of today are not um, marginalized, they are not forgotten.
My name is I am Great Jide. I'm a member of GPF, and I also work in a financial institution. Yes, today I'm at the Great People's Foundation event, where we talk about suicide, poverty, and injustice. And today in our world today, in Nigeria today as a whole, a lot of people are into depression because of what economical situation and economical factors of our nation. There are a lot of people that committed suicide maybe because of the fact that they can't hear their voice or speak to people, or probably maybe people that even condemn them for some certain things that probably may not be as serious as that, or probably they even need help in some certain areas, which has really caused a lot of issues in our country today and in Nigeria today. And I just think I was telling someone some few days ago that there's nothing we can do about the situation of the country except we keep praying for Nigeria. And which is just, I think for me, that's just the best way. And I feel like the government can also help in trying to tackle the major issues that are affecting the country as a whole. I think it's also very, very important because when we try to look at the issues that are affecting Nigeria as a country, we try to tackle those issues. That will also help us in getting things done in a much more better way. So I think that's just the best way we can go about this. Okay, I think the factor I would just say is maybe because of the fact that maybe lack of care from our own parts. Because if we truly care for each other or we truly care for one another, I feel Nigeria will become a better place to be. So I think that's just what I would say. Maybe a factor. Probably I would just say maybe lack of care. Maybe we don't care about how other people feel in the country. We don't care about what people are going through. Not even being informative to even see what is going on online or what people are talking about. And you are running a government which is not supposed to be. A government that is being run without knowing how the citizens are feeling or without having a feedback on what is going on for the citizens, then how do you want to run the government? How do you want to know what they are going through? How do you want to tackle those issues or tackle those solutions? So I think that's all I can say for now. Okay, my best recommendation I can actually give is to look into the problem. Like I always say, look into the problem. What is the problem? Then what is the solution to the problem? And when you're looking for solutions, you look for the best hands. You don't just put people in power because you know them or because these people have helped you one way or the other. But you're looking for people that can help provide the right solutions to the situation on ground. Let me tell you the fact. Nigerians are people that when you can give them the solution they need, regardless of whatever you are doing in the country as a person, they don't care about it. But once you can provide them with the basic amenities, food, water, drink, healthcare, and so many things that they need, no matter what else you are doing, nobody is bothered about it. But just that basic thing that once they can get it, regardless of whatever goes on, people will love you for who you are in the country. That's what I can say. What I would say for GPF is GPF should continue what they are doing. They should never give up because this program is also another way for the government, for those in the parastatus, to hear the voice of the people and understand that there are a lot of people that are going through all of these things and they need to look into it and see that yes, there is a cry out there and a solution must be provided as quickly as possible. So I will say to GPF, keep up the good work, continue the pace, and do not relent on whatever you are doing. Yes, and the Lord is their strength.
GPF and Jamis are out to help people discover themselves, how to like take people out of poverty, how to take people out of depression, and every other thing that this economy throws at them, basically. So it's a great one. Oh, personally, I'll start from economic factor. like I said before, we can't deny the fact that the country is not in the good state at this moment. Yes, marital issues also here and there. Um, um, a broken home leads to a broken society. So yes, marital issues, career failures, and all, rape, just everything that has to do with economy, basically. Yes. Okay. My recommendation would be that first, change starts from you. Find there are NGOs like Great People Foundation, like Jamis to help. Change starts from me. Change starts from you. Determine in your own personal heart that you would be successful no matter what, or you would come out of depression no matter what. Just have that strong conviction, have that faith in yourself. And yes, government should please hear the cries of the masses. Thank God for NGOs like Great People's Foundation, Jamis, Africa Foundation. Thank God for these NGOs that are helping out in the little way that they can. Thank God for them. But governments need to also support. Governments need to support. So this is, a cry for help. Governments, please help us. Oh, thank you so much, my boss, Great Joshua Luko. Thank you so much. I call him my boss because yes, he's someone that inspires me a lot. Bringing this all together, it's not a small deal. You understand? So people will just think, oh, it's not just like call one or two persons, oh, let's support. No, 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 no. I think it goes beyond that. We have the spiritual aspect, we have the financial aspect. I just pray that God will sustain this foundation. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Arome Gabriel. The topic says suicide, poverty, and injustice. That is a great topic because if you look at the world we find ourselves in today, these are critical issues going on in the world and they deserve immediate attention and solution. The frustrations and all the things people going into have led them into committing suicide. If you look at our environment today, there is high rate of poverty, and that is not speaking well at all. So we are here today to discuss this topic and to find lasting solutions to them. Major factors you can see we have bad leadership and unemployment everywhere. So these rates are very, very high. So these are factors that we need to tackle, to have a better world and a good environment for everyone. My recommendation is this such events like this should keep, coming up. We should keep having events like this, conferences like this, so to create more awareness, especially to youth, so that we can prepare their mind, for a greater future. The organizer, our global president, Mr. Grace Aluko, he has done a great job, organizing events like this. So, I my word for him is to keep pushing, to keep going, and to make sure that we have more events like this to keep making our world a better place.
Wow, my name is Great Ayodiron. I'm one of the executive of GPF, and today has been a wonderful day. Honestly, the turnout, it's just phenomenal. We had people come from all walks of life, and this can only be by the help of God and the people who really believe in the cause of GPF. I want to say thank you to all our partners.